Alright, ready? Hello and welcome back to Variety Pack. We're going to be playing another different game. This one you might be somewhat familiar with. I do need to change the little overlay bit. We got an oh. One sec. Let's just throw it up right now. I need to refresh this. Hold on. Okay. We will have to turn down. Oh my god, has that been that whole time? Gosh. Alright. Singles, updating more death. Guess maybe magical way. Oh god, no, not the credits. Ah! Is there not a way to skip out of this? Dear god. Well, so this is happening. Okay, at least it's fast forwarding. Yeah. Yeah, I just figured there'd be a way to change the volume settings from the main menu. Is there not? Options. Streamer safe mode, I guess?
I assume that's what we want.
Okay, cool. And then I will have to lower the volume here. Wait, no, that might be, I think that's called that. Yeah, that might be called that. Brian is all of that. Okay. Is the music okay? Also, now that we're on stream, Ninja Kitty has gotten me something, and I would like to show you.
Oh, it's cute.
Because
I like it.
I'm very impressed, Ninja Kitty. This is real good. Thank you.
It's really cute, Ninja Kitty.
I might have a new profile picture at some point. Because I've been using the old one up until now. Alright, so let's get started, I guess. Oh. Not registering yet. Again. Get this. Oh god, no, not this notification box. Ah. No one follow right this second. My notification box is off center. There we go. Alright, cool. Resume. Alright, cool. There we go. Fixed it, I think. It is lower, at least. This game is so weirdly loud. Anyway, new game.
Woo!
Dad to number 15. You always have time for beer with your buds. Okay.
Dad. Dad, wake up. Pretend to be dead. Come on, Dad, that hasn't worked since I was 6.
I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me.
Dad, I swear to God.
Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner.
Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving man because it's leaving soon.
I finally open my eyes and sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and stretch. Morning, Manda Panda.
Dad.
Yikes, dad breath. Go brush your teeth. Whatever job you want, just make sure it includes health insurance.
Build that dad.
Oh god, what is wrong with your face?
Fix it.
Okay, let's fix the head first. Oh wait, no, it's the eyes. The eyes are the problem. Let's just put on filler eyes for now. Okay, we go on like... That's pretty drastic.
Oh gosh, everything's so weird looking that I don't know what to click on. Better head.
Anime. That's not
That's
bad.
better.
It's over too much. Oh, this is almost bad.
Okay.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Okay.
I mostly just put hair on his body. It's kind of cute, to be honest. Hey, it's Goku. What are we thinking?
Try that one.
Yes,
All right.
sure.
Yeah. That one's cute.
That is very cute.
Purple eyes.
I guess. Or super dark blue, I guess. I don't know. They're just nice. Okay, that's the default one, so we can fix that if this completely ruins it. That's not that bad.
Better. I don't know, obtrusive noses are the way to go. Noses are one of those things that are like nice on real people when they're three-dimensional and terrible on cartoons when
It's
they're
real easy to
two-dimensional.
get them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm terrified by most of these mouths. Terrified by most of these mouths. No,
Why
why?
are your lips so full for
Why?
that?
Okay, more neutral is gonna be better. Like, just
Yeah,
all
that's
these lips
fine.
are weird.
Okay, whatever. Probably match the color. It's fancy. I don't know if it's great, but kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Ooh, do we get the one with the strike through?
Scar over. I like the normal one. Like,
Okay. We should probably make it the same color, so we know what we're getting into at least. You gonna do anything, or
I still don't think that's the same color brown.
it's not? There we go.
And then, like,
These aren't great.
I'm good with nothing.
Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah. Those are nice.
All the time. Ski mask all day, every day. Alright, are we thinking circles or...
I like
Horn
those,
rims? Is that what those are called?
but I'm good with whatever.
I think this is good.
Okay.
I think we're good about that. Kind of want to go somewhere in the suit route.
Those cats, though. Okay, that's definitely the most normal thing.
Yeah, this or that are pretty normal.
Yeah. The cats are amusing to me.
I'm not a huge fan of the cats.
Okay. Ninja Kitty likes cats.
Really? I never would have guessed.
Perfect.
Why the egg nipples? Sometimes I forget this is about the people who are. It was by the Game Grumps.
Mhm.
So I guess you could just build Danny's sex bag right from scratch. Alright. So we're thinking suit?
Yeah, I'm good with the normal thing. I'm still a fan of the cats, but I can go normal suit.
Stars are also cute.
I'm also cool with stars.
Alright, so we're going black suit, gray suit, stars.
Okay.
I'll narrow it down to those three. You get that one.
I like the suit a lot. The other one. That one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Name
so
that
attractive.
cat.
What do you want to name him?
Why don't you think of a name?
So the last name is gonna matter because Amanda is going to have that last name. Whatever our last name is, we named our daughter Amanda that. So what's a good name to go with Amanda?
Amanda.
What pops in my head is May.
Amanda May. Sounds like a southern middle name.
It does, but it also
Like, oh,
sounds
that's
like
Miss
something.
Amanda May.
It also sounds like something you would chastise them though. It's like Amanda May, clean your room.
Yeah. Sure, it was May.
Okay. So now our parents, his last name was May, and named us something May.
It's like Brent.
Oh, no. He doesn't look like a Brent, does he?
I don't know.
You know what?
Under May. Yeah, okay.
Be that dad.
Alright.
We that dad.
Did you fall asleep packing?
I got most of it done, I think. Searching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is sealed except one. Wait, straggler.
What's in it?
Looking in the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums.
Whoa, haven't seen these in years.
Pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and begin looking through it.
That's the coolest baby I've ever seen.
Ooh, we get to choose.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea of us being bi.
Okay, I'll get to that.
The only way your mother and I could get you to stop crying was to put the sunglasses on you. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd start crying again. Spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on.
Nice.
Halloween, when you were maybe 4,
Oh my god, that dragon costume.
you couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. Princess Dragon.
Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume?
You saw yourself in the mirror and realized you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think.
Right. Yep, definitely repressed that memory.
And this was you in your horse phase.
Had...
I believe you named that plush horse Sir Horsington the Brave.
I don't think that was his...
Amanda lunges forward for the photo, but I quickly snatched it away and held it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road.
Go ahead and try me. I've seen pictures of you in your ska band.
Ouch, kid. The Scommunist Manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off into the distance and reminisce about that rat horn section. Hey, it's Emma P.
No, Dad, that's Emma R. I did not meet Emma P until high school.
Honey, I promise you wholeheartedly that I will never stop mixing those two up.
Dad, Emma R's been my best friend since I was 7. Give it like a little bit of effort.
Oh, right! Emma P was the one who...
People's pets of my business. Try to steal people's pets is my favorite. No, Dad, that was Emma S. She moved to Kentucky 3 years ago. I miss her. I also miss my hamster.
Sir Hemington the Brave.
Anyway, I gotta show this to Emma R later. She'll get a kick out of it.
First photography award you ever won?
Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to McFridays. Yes. And then you got food poisoning from the cheesy stated blasts.
I think you mean food poisoning. You know? With a Z.
Aww. Dad.
Still can't drive past McFridays without gagging. Still proud of you, though. Amanda reaches down deep into the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment. Finally decide to break the silence. I guess. Might as well? Sure, yeah. It's kind of a funny story. We got into a car accident right there in the hospital parking lot. It wasn't anything big, just a fender bender, but of course I was freaking out, and the little old lady who crashed into us was freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your mother, oh man. She holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes, calm as I've seen her. She says, "It's okay. It's all gonna be okay."
Oh.
She was right, you know.
I stare at the picture for longer. Maybe too long. What the fuck? We just started! I miss her. Can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. She pats me.
Come on, Pops, we gotta finish packing. The moving van won't wait forever.
You're right.
Hmm.
Amanda and I pile into the car and take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. Hard to believe your mother and I bought this place almost 20 years ago.
Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch?
You always had very strong arms.
Hey, remember when I shattered the other front window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows?
You were a very imaginative child.
Hey, remember when I broke the back window clip?
We get it, Amanda. You break stuff.
Huh?
And there'll be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place.
Memories to make and stuff to break.
You ready?
We sit in silence for a moment. I watch my daughter grow up in this house. It will forever hold a place in my heart, but it stings a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. The moving van begins to pull away, and I get in the car into position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear in the rearview mirror.
So
what?
Huh?
So sell me on our cool new pad.
I clear my throat and do my best cheesy announcer voice. Nestled in beautiful scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features... Not only are there bedrooms for your sleeping pleasure, but the couches and floor space where you can, yes, catch a wink.
What a deal. I mean, if sleep weren't for the weak.
You sleep more than anyone I know.
I admit my faults, Pops. I keep it real.
Anyway, it's also smaller than our last house.
Cozier, one might argue.
Good spin.
I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to? So I don't have to waste gas. And I mean, trying to park downtown is, you know.
Amanda, you know you're gonna have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right?
Hmm.
Not gonna happen, Pops.
I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude.
I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet?
Not yet, but the neighborhood seems pretty quiet.
So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn?
Hmm?
In my last year of high school, I'm practically dust.
Oh, whoa, did we start fast forwarding? God, stop that. Alright. Yeah, you're a real
Don't you dare.
senior.
Hmm.
Now I know where this is going.
Citizen.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna ignore that. But I won't forget it. So what's item number 1 on the new house agenda?
Well, first we need to forge a path through the solid wall of boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer, we need to go grocery shopping.
Pops, cool your jets. You have to promise me that we're gonna take a break and explore the neighborhood.
Okay, you're right. We get some work done and then check the area out. We go up to the new house and step outside. The lawn is freshly mown, the for sale sign is still in the yard.
Hey, yeah!
And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, sweet pig.
I got a problem with authority.
I'm so proud.
Man, all that karate chopping tuckered me out. I could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich.
Sweetie, it's 10 a.m.
Did you see all the dogs? Dogs are enough.
Did you even see all the dogs in the park nearby?
You know it. Thank you for moving us to an area where the dog person to person ratio is very high.
No, dog person ratio. You got it right the first time. I only want what's best for you.
I hope you're prepared for the frequency at which I interrupt conversations to yell dog to rock it way up.
I mean, you do that a lot all...
Hey, it's a dog!
Ah.
Wait, false alarm. It was just a funny shaped rock.
You want to see real dogs so bad? Let's go to that park around the corner. Matt and I begin to stroll through the neighborhood. I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. Kids are playing in the street, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of a nearby barbecue drifts through the air. This place is nice.
Hmm.
Too nice. I don't trust it.
Good eye, honey. You can never be too careful. See that baby in that stroller over there? Government operative.
Hmm.
We're on to you, baby.
We walk for a while and eventually end up at a small park. Toddlers chase each other through the playground, and dogs of all shapes and sizes romp through the grass. It's pretty crowded, but Amanda spots a nice empty bench. We start to make our way over to it when...
Heads up!
Ow! A Frisbee suddenly hits me in the face.
Woof!
A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief ties it around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. I feel like hello is the right answer.
Okay.
Hello! He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Impart upon me your wisdom, tiny dog. Good?
Yeah.
How long do I have left? What's that? I'm already too late? My fate was predetermined for me long ago? I have no real agency in this cruel lifetime? You're right. I am the master of my domain, for fate is unknowable. Thank you, wise dog.
You definitely could have caught that.
Hi, worst dad. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt jogs over to us and takes the frisbee from me.
You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face.
I'll catch you with my teeth next time. You caught me off guard, though, in this round. Not again. Not ever again.
I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way.
I'm Alexander. And this is my daughter, Amanda. I look over at Amanda, only to find her sitting on the ground, rubbing the dog's tummy.
That's where I would be. Hi. Your dog's cool. Ah, old Maxwell sure loves the attention. It's great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day.
Where's yours? Brian gestures over to a grassy knoll, where a young girl sits with a sniper rifle. Sorry, on a checkered blanket. She's reading a book bigger than her head. She puts it down and heads over to us.
This is Daisy. She's reading The Brothers Karamazov. Her teacher tells me that she has the reading comprehension skills of a high schooler.
How old is she?
10. She's a precocious little youngster. Whoa.
My natural dad instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no, it's happening.
Go on, Daisy. Tell them about yourself. That's my girl.
Amanda, get in there!
Okay, okay.
What do you want?
Brag.
Amanda here just recently won a local photography award.
Wow, congratulations.
Brian loses 10 HP.
Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest.
You lose 15 HP. Oh no. What's under daughter? Can't switch daughters. This is really daughter. Okay, what's in items? Grade card, band-aid, spelling bee photo, child art. Alright, so I can see these two going well, but I cannot imagine either of those are going to work against her. What do you think? Child art?
Sure.
You unfurl your wallet to reveal a tiny copy of a drawing of a cornucopia Amanda did in the first grade.
Cute. It's very impressive, but Amanda genuinely appreciates you holding on to it.
Brian loses 10 HP. You regain 20 HP. Oh, I used it too early.
Daisy just started a weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president, too, of course. Dang, my high school doesn't have a chess club or a computer lab.
You lose 10 HP. Alright, we're ahead. Okay, brag, I think?
Brag.
Last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with their grocery bags. It's extra powerful. Brian loses 20 HP.
Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get the top prize, a canoe.
We're taking it out next weekend. How is that even possible? Amanda can barely get one of those sticky hand things. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. Alright, we're still slightly ahead. Do we brag? Do we go for an item?
we take his daughter.
No, we just take his lunch money. You don't steal people's Pokemon.
I guess let's brag again.
Amanda's in all honors classes this semester. Brown is HP.
Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade.
Even Amanda kind of wrestles with that one. You lose 20 HP. Alright, we're still a little bit ahead.
Okay, we need to use item.
Band-Aid, I assume?
Yeah.
I don't think either of those are going to go well. With a flourish, you produce a Band-Aid from your pocket, take a knee, and start to apply it to Amanda's arm.
What are you doing, Dad?
Being a protective parent. They would agree is the usual texture. You would say HP. No!
Did I mention Daisy said her first words at 10 months? Daddy.
Amanda's was potty. Still cute, but maybe this isn't the time to bring it up. Oh no. Oh no! Do we flee?
Item.
I have to imagine the photo is a better shot. Fumbling through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up a photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee.
Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy is getting prep for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully this will be your 3rd win in a row.
Yeah, she was 5 HP.
Daisy has all of her adult teeth, never had a cavity in her...
Amanda self-consciously pushes her lips together to hide her teeth. What a weird thing to say! Dang, he's really got us beat.
Boys, it's such a treat getting to meet you two.
Did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner?
So I take it you guys are new to the neighborhood?
We just moved in. Do you live around here?
We live in that cul-de-sac down next to the coffee shop. What a coincidence this where we live too. Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch-style house in the corner. The one that's slightly bigger than yours.
I know that house. It's just like ours, but slightly bigger and better landscaped. Does this guy have to outdo me at everything? What a lovely place.
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You have to stop by at some point. Yeah, definitely. Bye.
There you go. Brian and Daisy walk further into the park, Maxwell happily trotting along in tow. Do you get the feeling that he was trying to one-up us?
Trying and succeeding. I can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age?
I believe you had a bit of a thing for horses.
Shame that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse studies.
It's not too late to minor in horse creative writing.
Too close to the truth, Dad.
Oh.
Let us never again speak of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, an epic in 7 parts by Amanda May.
We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. Alright, coffee shop, unpack, nap. I think we shouldn't take a nap, but we could do either of the other two.
Okay,
Coffee shop will definitely make us meet another dad. I don't really know what happens if we do the other two.
okay, let's go to the coffee shop then?
Okay. I gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice, or I'm gonna be useless all day.
I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out.
Let's do it. Try not to make assumptions about people. We walk down the street to the Coffee Spoon. Cute little place around the corner.
Man, this is in such convenient walking distance from our place.
I mean, I guess.
What's wrong?
Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with people?
True.
At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't going to come up and sit on the recliner next to me. And I won't feel, like, a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he's very much within my own personal zone.
Ad.
And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Would you leave it there and feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility there is, in fact, a bin somewhere just out of sight, and now you're the jerk who left their mug?
Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people?
Yes, Amanda! We walk inside.
Hey,
The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge on well-worn couches. Some cool tunes spin on record players next to a little stage.
hey.
Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name?
Oh.
Oh, it's kind of dumb.
Oh.
It gets mentioned in this poem. Is it the love song of Alfred Prufrock? And it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's a good idea because, like, the business is still running. Is it the love song of Alfred Prufrock, though? Because that is my favorite poem. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop.
Oh.
So what'll it be?
I scan the chalkboard menu and I'm immediately overwhelmed. I'll have I get this one at least.
I don't. Whatever you mean.
It's a reference to a German novel? Opera? I know the Die Antwoord. We're going for chai.
Okay. Spicy.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's a pun. Die Antwoord is a South African rap group. They're pretty well known for their evocative imagery and hyper-stylized music videos. Their music is as catchy as it is disturbing.
Is it just that? Did they name it after something? Alright.
Hey,
I'm doing the thing again.
hey.
But coming right up.
Hmm.
And for you? I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please.
Oh.
Coming right up. Do you want that in small, medium, or biggie smalls?
Medium?
Wait, is biggie smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I?
Matt sets to making our drinks. Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal?
Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway.
Hey. Hey! Ska was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. Sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda noticed me.
This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him.
I don't know.
Come on, what do we say about meeting new people?
I can't meet new people if I always stay inside and also don't go outside and also don't talk to people.
See, we're making progress.
Matt sits our drink down at our table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one.
Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Alexander.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Oh.
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along.
I don't know who your kid is. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot.
Hey.
You know what? Let me get your guys' opinion on something.
Matt goes to the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing.
Hey.
I'm working on a new banana bread recipe, and I need help coming up with a name for it.
Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows the game.
Yeah, we need to give that nana bread a taste if he wants to do a free creative flavor. I think that would be consumerate with,
I've taught her well. We have trained for this day.
I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway.
Right! Yes, that. Matt serves as each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down.
This is amazing.
Hey.
Thanks, the secret ingredient is bananas.
Okay, so I reflexively go for this guy's lines, and you sometimes reflexively go away from it. Do you want me to take it?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
Mm.
So, any ideas? I'm stumped.
Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot.
Bread.
I get Dead Kennedys. I get Grateful Dead. I don't actually know what Right Said Banana Bread is about. I could see him liking Dead Kennedys.
I would go with that as like, I like the Grateful Bread pun, but having the banana offered in the middle makes it sound, nah.
Okay. Hey, you liked it.
Woo!
You know, like the punk band.
Hey.
I thought you said you only knew dad band puns.
I'm a hard dad.
Huh?
That actually has a nice ring to it.
Really?
Hey.
Yeah, banana bread Kennedys. Strong decisions. That's art, baby.
Hey.
I wanted to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized it just doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals.
Hey.
Enjoy your coffee.
Thanks, baby.
Oh.
See, it sounds good when you say it.
Completely bungled the line, but yes, it should have. Across the way, a man catches my eye. It's Knife Dad. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet just for a moment. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out.
Hey.
Thanks for stopping in.
Take care.
Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to?
We should probably get back to unpacking.
Yeah.
I've got a lot on my plate right now. Do you know that moving is one of the biggest sources of stress for adults?
Is it right behind the constant 50 smell button? Everyone's too polite to tell you?
Probably. Do I smell that? Amanda gives me a whiff.
You're fine, Pops. Let's go home. Pay your bills early.
I get to work unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and I get some good work done. The washer-dryer unit is both washing and drying, and you can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. Oh, first visitor already? I'll walk over to the door and open it.
Hello?
A handsome,
Ah.
clean-cut man stands at my door, branching a plate of cookies. Can I have this one?
Yeah.
Alright. Hello?
Nice.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, yes, hi, I'm Alexander. That's what my name is. I saw the moving van and thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, but between you and me, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips.
Good one.
We both share a laugh. Kids, right?
Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you.
Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile.
Well, thanks for the cookies.
More McDonald.
Amanda disappears with the cookies. Amanda, come back. And she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name is Amanda. She's a charmer.
Daughters are tough. No, that's you.
Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try to raise more than 2. I have 4 kids. What have you done? Oh, I meant... Don't worry, you didn't mean to be rude. Oh no, this is the first neighbor I've met, and my social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay. Is the missus around? No, not anymore. She died. Oh. I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things. I'm sorry. Can you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply. After a second, I hear a knock at the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile. Hi, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise to not talk about your dead spouse this time. I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love to go by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal? That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal. Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at a church down the street. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Wink.
You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself.
He's so Connecticut.
That's fair. I never would have placed that, but you're kind of right. And with that, Joseph's gone.
He seemed nice.
From the chat, this makes me want to be a dad, and that's the weirdest sentence I've ever written. Really? That's the weirdest sentence you've ever written?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say there have definitely been weirder sentences.
I know, as someone who has played tabletop games, you come across some pretty wacky sentences. Anyway, Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recover I have ever seen. I should be taking notes.
See, you're already fitting in great.
Where'd those cookies go?
They're gone. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good.
So you ate all of them anyway? I guess that makes it break time.
Any ideas?
Joseph probably wants his plate back. I think we get a ton of good neighbor points if we bring this back.
We're gonna be the best neighbors in this whole cul-de-sac.
We're gonna kick all the other neighbors' butts with kindness. Amanda and I step outside. Shoot, I'm actually not sure which house is his.
I hazard to guess it's the big one with all the well-groomed blonde children sitting in the yard.
Good eye, kid.
And remember, we need to make a positive first impression here. Keep it light.
We walk up to the kids and wave. You are so creepy. What is wrong
That's
with
not
your
what I would expect
eyes?
them to look like. I was expecting them to also be very Connecticut and not horror movie.
You know, like, aside from their face, there are.
Yeah.
But they've got, it's the eyes. Like, everything else is fine. Anyway, hey guys, is your dad around? They all just stare at us blankly. We just wanted to, return this nice plate. And thank you for the cookies. Jeez, these definitely are Joseph kids. They all look exactly like him. They were really good. I mean, I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat any.
They all have C names.
I chuckle nervously.
Well, okay, we're just gonna set this plate down on the ground real gentle and then back away slowly, right, Dad?
Right. That's what we're going to do. The kids' eyes bore into us as we scurry away. I could feel their gaze up my back even as we approach our house.
Oh.
I need something to get my mind off of those carbon copy kids.
So,
I guess we're not doing
Amanda's eyes are beautiful, though.
that. Yes.
I just noticed that. And
Yes.
wow. Anyway.
They do so look like the delightful children from down the lane. That is
They
exactly
do.
what they are.
That's kind of perfect. Although, you couldn't see a lot of their faces. The delightful
Well, the
children.
ones you could
Yeah.
look like that.
Anyway.
You've been awake for what, 3 hours?
And that's 3 hours too many. Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps coming up behind us. We're across the street. How did we get here?
Alexander, bro!
Nice.
I turn around and greet a familiar face jogging up to us.
Oh, we know this person.
Have you seen Voltron?
No.
Okay. If anyone in the chat has, this guy looks like the captain of the Black Lion, right? That's not just me. Anyway. Craig?
Oh.
Bro!
Bro!
Hmm.
Holy wow. I haven't seen Craig in forever.
Oh.
It's been too long, dude.
Yeah, wow, you look great.
Yeah, I cleaned up my act.
Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped! Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while, too.
Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby.
Oh.
Ah, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River.
Yes, I do mean Shira, but I wasn't sure if people would recognize that. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting?
Oh.
Nah, dude, River's my kid.
Man, it has been a long time. Feels like one minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers, and next we're both fathers. Where you been, man?
Oh.
I was working out in California. Just relocated the business back to Maple Bay.
No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley
I
doing?
don't know.
I mean, Ashley. Ashley is her name.
I don't know.
She actually still goes by Smashley, and we got divorced last year.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Nice.
It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic.
Twins? You have 3 kids.
Ain't life something, bro, right?
Keg Stand Craig is a father of 3.
Hmm?
Keg Stand Craig.
Oh.
Oh, haha, yeah, it was my old college nickname.
He got it because he did a lot of keg stands.
Hmm?
It's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg.
Hmm.
Right.
He was very good at it.
Oh.
Bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, you know, resistance training.
You jog daily? I jog yearly. On January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm going to jog daily for the rest of the year, but give up after 30 minutes and just walk home.
Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime.
I don't know.
Hey.
Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the good old days.
Alright, sure. Sounds great.
Great, let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys.
Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. Can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling.
Why's that?
The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce, and then he drank it, like it was a normal thing that people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro."
I mean, technically, he's not wrong.
He jogs! He was jogging! He's like a totally different person! Anyway, we better get home. We'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down on the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit.
Too bad we're gonna be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months.
No, don't say that.
Dad, it's gonna be okay. I'll be fine.
I know. It's just... You're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around.
I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major.
You promise?
Of course. Are you gonna be okay by your lonesome?
Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something.
A dog? Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog.
Is that what it's gonna take?
Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs.
Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughs. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slide through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out, and throws the rest back on the floor.
This is from McGowan College of Art and Design.
Open it!
But I'm scared.
It's just an envelope.
Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal.
She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. You have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say?
The admissions committee has reviewed your application. Blah, blah, blah. We...
Her face drops.
regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design.
Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie.
It's okay, I kinda saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admission officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever.
I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school's gonna want to snatch you up for sure.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Are you actually fine, or are you just saying?
I'm fine, really.
Her face says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this.
Oh, and before I forget, Emma R and Emma P are sleeping over tonight. So...
You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool?
I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes.
Nope, poo baby it is. My poo baby. Sorry, someone in the chat just said that. Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have a new place to yourself.
Yeah, what are your plans?
Quick, think of plans.
Secretly the mayor of this town.
Gotta attend a union meeting, I'm going clubbing.
All those are great.
What do we do?
Oh, I'm secretly the mayor.
No, sorry, I meant like, we're gonna attend a union meeting, but like, what's our job? What union is it of?
I don't know.
Alright, sorry, so you want to secretly be the mayor?
Yes.
Okay. Amanda, the town needs me. I'm secretly the mayor of this town. I need to perform my mayoral duties. I must don my top hat and wear my monocle so that I may preside over my mayor stuff.
I think you're thinking of the guy from Monopoly.
He was a mayor, right?
He was not.
Right. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to
Go and watch the game.
go and watch the game. Nice.
Which game?
You know, the game. The one that's on tonight.
The game on TV. At somewhere other than here.
That is still me, but nice.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas.
I'm concerned you're hanging with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to white-collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least.
I'm a street rat, Pops.
You're kidding about doing drugs and crime, right?
Yes, Dad.
Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head.
Have fun with your sports.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, making fun of sports is played out.
Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me.
Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow.
Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Moving pictures is hands down the best rush help. Wow, I certainly didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is. Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. So we're gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go this way. Cool, okay. We're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be? A big, burned-out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sound at the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? Neil. Huh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me.
Hey, sailor.
Oh, hello.
Good to see you fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often?
Oh, no, I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm Alexander, by the way.
Are you watching the game?
Yes, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease.
Oh, I love that team. And I also love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls.
I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk.
Buy a gal a drink? What do you want to do?
I don't know, I mean...
Like, I feel like she doesn't need more to drink.
That is true, but, like, she's flirting with us.
But she also, like, doesn't need more to drink. And also, it's not what this game is about.
That's true, but I'm kind of curious what lies down that path.
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly not an ending.
No, it's true.
She's an interesting one.
I think she clearly doesn't need more to drink, so I wouldn't buy her one, but I won't stop you if you want to buy her one.
Well, the question is, like, obviously it has nothing to do with if she actually needs a drink. It's do you feel like flirting back or not? So no?
Choice.
Alright, no. Maybe some other time?
Suit yourself, sailor.
Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points, a little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team. Go ahead.
Go team.
It's the brooding man from the coffee spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game?
I am now that we're winning.
Huh, we must be rooting for different teams.
In my opinion, my team is far superior.
I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior.
That's where you're wrong, since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours.
The conversation ends there. We both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win. But in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass at the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over to me.
The name's Robert.
Thanks, I'm Alexander.
Hey.
You must be new here. Mary already hit on you?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Robert chuckles.
She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's.
Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place?
No, that'd be Neil.
Neil waves from across the bar.
Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world.
Okay.
You a whiskey fella or a beer fella?
Beer, but I'll drink most things.
Mm-hmm.
You like shots?
Are we trying to flirt with this guy, or?
I don't care if you want
Sure,
to.
whatever. I love shots.
Thank God.
We need to kill the night anyway.
Yeah?
Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me.
Here's to your health.
We take the shots. The whiskey burn's going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Alexander, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his cool leather jacket, compliment his rugged good looks, compliment his hand tattoo. I have a feeling that's the wrong one.
Let's hit a jacket.
Okay.
It's the kind of neutral, but not
Yeah,
much
so not
choice.
actively flirting with him. I like your jacket.
Thanks. Been in my family a long time. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say.
Is he Southern now?
Oh.
Alright. Man, this guy's mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round.
What are you doing here tonight?
This is the cool thing to say.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't say that my daughter came down the house, but like, are we going to say trying to make friends or running from problems?
I'm not gonna say trying to make friends.
Okay, running from problems it is. Usual.
I like your style.
He gets up.
Oh.
I like that segment.
Be right back. Gotta powder my nose.
Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Huh, I guess so. Gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. A guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket.
I'm gonna go home. You heading my way?
Yes. Robert and I leave the bar to find ourselves walking in the same direction.
I live in this cul-de-sac down the way.
Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today.
Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them.
Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me.
I don't kiss and tell, Alexander. So are we doing this or what?
What?
Hey.
You know, do you want to come inside or not?
A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. If we're not
I
pursuing
don't
this
think
guy,
we're-
it doesn't matter.
Are we
either
going
way.
for this? Is for me to decide if we're...
Yes. But it is the inverse of what you're thinking. If we go with him tonight, that is the end of his route.
Eh.
Or technically, no. Technically, you could still pursue it, but it is a very different thing.
I mean, like, I wasn't going to pursue this. So we do need to talk about that, because going into this, I knew very little about this. We had very briefly talked about what each person was, and I had someone in mind, and I picked in the last game, though, and that was sad. And so now I'm questioning my own taste, and I feel like maybe I shouldn't pick. So I don't know if you wanna.
Well, then let's keep our options open.
Okay,
I'd better call it a night. Catch you around.
sure,
After all, we do have a meeting with Amanda's teacher in the morning.
that's true.
At home, head buzzing with whiskey. What do you mean by are we going to do this or not?
What
What do you think?
I
he was going to hit that. Just to
Yeah.
be clear, Alexander.
I'm pretty sure you know.
I mean, maybe not. He might be really drunk.
Yeah.
I plop down to the couch and I'm asleep before I even get the chance to take my shoes off. Wake up up to a text from an unknown number.
Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, but BTW.
Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I dropped back to sleep. Whoops, must have went back out. I checked my phone again.
Hey, bud. Still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up.
God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out, but it is Craig. I do want to catch up. What do you think? Gonna get swole? Gonna get ripped?
Yeah, I think we need to...
Alright, let's go for it.
Needs to bulk up a little bit.
Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20. After a few seconds, another text comes in.
Sure thing. Meet me at the gym. The gym.
The gym. The gym and Kim's is the only thing with a name. I stretch, my bones creak. Gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. Throw off my blanket and... Hey, wait, I don't remember falling asleep on the blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. Craig's standing out front, stretching, of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically.
Hey, bro. Good morning.
Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left.
You ready to kick some butt? Ow.
I'm thinking maybe with the medium one.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I guess? So are you ready? I hope so. Yes, I think so. I get the feeling this is going to be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here.
Dude, bro, that means a lot.
Hey!
Bro, dude, bro. We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes.
Come on, bud, let's warm up.
Head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be, walking. So, I know we are on treadmills.
Yes.
And those over there are ellipticals.
Very good.
What is all this other stuff?
Nice!
They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them have serve specific purpose for building muscle mass.
I watches a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself?
That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing?
Trying to crush people's skulls with his thighs. I like this
Yeah,
one.
I do too.
Praying to some sort of pain god? It's like a religious self-flagellation meant to atone for one's sins.
You're actually not far off from the truth.
Nice!
Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing?
Couple years.
And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing?
Oh, I coach my twin softball team.
That still counts as both dadding and buffing.
I keep busy. What do you do for fun?
I like that one a lot.
Okay.
I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. Goals to live with as few worries as I could muster. The lost shaker of salt was a metaphor.
Metaphor?
Sorry.
A metaphor about what?
About not being able to shake salt out of something. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. Look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this effortlessly? I'm dying. You can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body.
Hey, remember when my fish died in college?
No, I don't like this story. Ugh. Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast.
And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering.
And then I tried to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands. Like an idiot.
And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic, so you run up to me post-K-exam with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off of the ground and you're yelling at me that you have to leave.
Bro.
So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. We get him home and put him in a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim.
And the next day is alive and well.
Hey.
They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U.
And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts.
Dude, bro, are you okay?
Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. Managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits.
Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here.
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, well, here, I brought you this.
Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of a thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste.
It's a protein shake, bro.
Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good.
Nice.
And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it.
Hey.
Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro.
Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around? Evidently, yes. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order a delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes.
You're not gonna make it, bro.
I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Okay, good to know that regardless of what path you take through, you are always late to this meeting. I arrive at Amanda's school and check into the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard. But hopefully we will notice. Sure. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing in his locker and approaching for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? Oh. The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Vega.
I don't know. Have you tried the exit?
Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not?
Fine. Up the stairs and to the left. Can't miss him.
I head up the stairs and walk around. Unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. The punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase.
Well, it's apparently someone's kid.
Yeah. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully prepared to give him a piece of my mind, but suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega.
Wow! Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool.
You must be Alexander. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Mr. Vega leads me in and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye?
Oh.
Yes, Colin.
Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter.
Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down.
Oh.
Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that...
Bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Remember to do the reading and answer response questions on page 104 in your textbook.
Nobody's listening.
Because you clearly started your lecture at the end of class. Who starts talking about the unreliable narrator and Catcher in the Rye with a minute left?
It's alright. Periods clearly don't make sense in this world. Because we had a meeting.
It's like 4 o'clock.
No, here's the thing. We had a meeting that we were 12 minutes late for and arrived at the end of a period. Which means
Yeah.
the class was a maximum of 11 minutes long.
Or not, I guess.
Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs.
Middle schoolers, right?
Don't you teach high schoolers?
Both, you know, budget cuts.
Right.
Thanks so much for coming in.
No problem, Mr. Vega.
Please, call me Hugo.
I don't know.
I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior.
What's going on?
Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but...
This is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. I didn't even cross my mind that something might be wrong.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home?
I don't know if that's true. I know we just moved.
Yeah?
Well, we just moved recently, but it was only the other side of town. Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road... I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on the scholarship money that she clearly deserves.
I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Anytime.
On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Yes?
You ever catch that ride?
Oh.
Yes.
I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she'd appreciate a ride home. Maybe I can talk to her about what's going on.
Oh.
I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat.
So, did you have fun gossiping about me?
Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes.
So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time?
It was a very productive meeting.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner?
Sure thing. Mario Batali? We have such weird tastes! What do you think?
Let's go out to the mall food court. See what happens.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sure. Why the mall?
Geez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall?
Will you buy me things?
I will buy you a thing. Singular.
That thing is dinner. Sounds like a deal to me.
We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. It should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because you know maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you.
Have you been reading my tweets?
You have a Twitter?
What? Never mind.
Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in.
Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that.
I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class.
It's fine. He's fine.
We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Uh-huh.
I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting.
Yep.
Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school?
Yep.
Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. It's so funny.
It's a... I don't think you'd get it.
Okay. Who are you texting?
Noah.
Who's Noah?
My friend.
Does he go to your school?
Yep.
Do you like Noah?
What? No. Dad? I can't believe you would... Dad? I mean, jeez. Why would you...
She likes Noah.
Ah, gross.
Sorry, just asking.
Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend.
Okay.
Jeez. Like, they can be, but not when you're that.
This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns to the radio. Because that conversation's over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
Hell yeah.
Language, Missy.
Heck yeah.
Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody's happy to be here.
What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or you just want to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream?
I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? He takes my hand with a grin.
It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive.
We order a giant child of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in.
These are bad. These are very bad.
But also strangely delicious.
We have to eat through the pain.
We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me?
Which meme?
All memes.
Ugh.
Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands.
Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all its youths have already done the joke to death.
Aww.
And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and isn't funny.
Oh shit, what up?
Ugh.
Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now?
Wanna go to that goth store?
What?
You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment, despite being the exact representation of the establishment.
I don't know what store you're talking about.
You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s.
Dude, you've got to be more specific.
The one you threw up in that one time.
Oh, that one.
Nice. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back.
There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda.
I'm so proud?
Speech.
Amanda.
Speech.
Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann May had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping. Slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Okay, chain wallets.
While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for Dad to look at in Dead Goth and Beyond. Looking at band t-shirts, ironic mugs, or the clearance bin for hot deals.
Check out those hot deals.
Alright, sure. This big cardboard box of marked down items. Pretty sure that $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if it would look good in purple eyeliner. Hell yes, I will.
Look, this is very important to me.
Fancy. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just worked here.
What?
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage.
Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon?
Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying.
I am the manager.
Huh.
I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post.
Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda drops up to view with a t-shirt in hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Hey, Dad, Trump 5000.
Yes, I'll buy it for you.
Well, that was easy. Thanks.
At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt on the counter and rings the cashier.
I love your hair.
The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? Cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream.
Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right?
Oh, hell yes! They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Caleb and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet.
Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads.
Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits.
Flint, we're about to die.
I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, "You're gonna die."
That's because we are about to die, you... This is art.
The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Caleb and Flint Dogbone after the disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep.
Morning, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
You've never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. We have cereal for breakfast. Spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a bookcase.
So you excited for the cookout today?
If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties.
Yeah, those are bad.
You people are wrong. Which means there are more for me. There we go.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
Probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. This is a social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. That is totally understandable, Nichigitty. This is very involved. Anyway. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people. The smell of hot dogs waft through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
Hey.
They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish.
God.
That is not a name.
No.
Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib? Oh no, the one with the bar the other night. What is she doing here? This is part of why I was curious what would have happened if we went for it. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Oh, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed?
I'll have to go look for him.
What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor Alexander and his daughter Amanda.
I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to.
No, you don't. Like, you have that hand for it, but it's just not there.
I love her.
Nice to, meet you, Mary. For the first time.
Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. He takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around, try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Oh god. 1 sec. Whatever. I don't want to have to do pleasantries.
Dad.
They're gonna talk about the weather.
Go. Do it. Make a friend.
How could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shows me to the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Golf and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. Wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Alright, so you can think about who we want to talk to. But I'm going to take a quick break to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
Hey all, welcome back. We're gonna try and continue some more with Dream Daddy. We're at the barbecue, so let's see what's up next. Alright. Who are we talking to?
Okay. So ahead of time, my initial thing was like, go with Hugo, because he's an English teacher, and I'm all about English.
That's kind of your jam.
Score to my jam, that's why I went with library boy. That turned out poorly for us, though.
Okay, so we're saying we don't want to find out that Hugo's a ghost. Is the problem.
Yeah, but I just don't want to date another ghost.
Okay.
Is really the issue here.
Like Damien's a vampire, so we probably shouldn't do that either.
Yeah. True. No need a Twilight situation up in here.
Okay, well, we can do all three of these, so let's just go from the top down, I
Okay.
guess. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over
That
drinks.
was like all my least favorite people.
True. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
Alexander, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right?
Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least.
That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def.
Oh boy.
Alexander, have you met Robert yet?
Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey.
Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it.
Hey.
And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside.
Well,
Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside. Making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second.
Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time.
Same here. Well, things change once you get... Wait, what happened the last time?
hey.
Robert takes a long sip of whiskey.
Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid, but met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They bullied him tougher out there. Anyway, things
Boy.
go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps.
Whew.
You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got firemen carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you.
Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey.
I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid.
Brian and I laugh nervously.
Or am I kidding?
Brian and I tense up again.
I'm kidding.
Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck.
Oh no, the ghost locked the doors!
Yeah.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button!
But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons.
Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive the Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that?
Will do, Ninja Kitty. I'm prepared to do anything to survive.
Also, Daisy is too cute. I agree. That's cold-blooded. I like that.
Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you.
You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing.
Robert! Sorry, go ahead.
Robert! Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers?
You watch it too? Yeah! Man, and I love that show.
It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and...
Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah! It's such quality reality television.
I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs, but they're gonna Bugs are gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland.
But there's a whole table of food right over the...
Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little.
Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire!
Okay.
Yeah.
But not an actual fire.
Because we're playing pretend?
Yeah.
Now you're getting it.
Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids.
Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly.
I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age.
It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we get a regular friendship after all. Really?
She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence.
There it is. Wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too.
Kids, right?
Gotta love them. You're required to, by law.
I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them.
They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas.
Alright, who's next? Should keep going down the list?
Yeah,
or?
like, Hugo's cool, so that works for me.
As is Matt. Actually, all three of these are pretty solid people.
Yeah, these are all good choices.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello.
Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created.
Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in.
Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I want to listen in on Matt and Hugo, because I feel like they're having an interesting discussion.
Oh.
Sure.
That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess?
I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it.
Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall.
So if we're gonna try to engage, it's the middle one. But both of these are really funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're good for trying to engage with them.
I don't know, they might find it funny.
That's true, but which one would actually be funny?
I think Art is Dead is funnier.
Alright, here's hoping. Listen, you guys can navel gaze all you want at art and periods, but real art died long before we were born, before the original monsters picked up their brushes, before Prometheus received fire from the gods. Everything we do on this planet is born of fear and a fear of death. Art is just a way for humans to try to live forever. But it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. One day it will all be dust. Everyone stares at me.
Anyway.
That was not the joke I was expecting.
That was not where I expected it to go. They got, like, serious. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration.
But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism?
Man, that's all way above my head.
Me too.
Hey.
It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome.
Trivia while we're here before we move on. Do you know Picasso's full name?
Pablo Picasso, and then I don't know
Okay.
anything else.
So I'm going to share this with you for a moment because I found out... I knew that it was more than just Pablo Picasso, but I didn't realize to the extent.
Oh god.
Pablo's full name is Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paulo Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso.
If that was my name, then I've been growing up with this birth, I would not be able to remember it.
All right.
Oh.
Sorry.
Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please.
Hey.
Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Alexander, how are you liking the neighborhood?
It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
What is it, sweetheart?
It's a flower crown. Thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am
Yes.
I cool now?
Yes, he looks cute in it.
Yep.
The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Alexander, this is my daughter.
Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend? And, your teacher?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Aww.
Great seeing you.
Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned that finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Oh my god. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette.
Nope.
I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter.
Unbelievable. Excuse me.
Hugo marches over to Ernest. I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too.
I don't know.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Alexander, this is my son, Ernest.
Hello! Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently.
Hey.
Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in?
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know.
Yeah, good for you.
Let me go now. I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy.
You're like 12! But alright, sure, whatever. Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you.
Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in a corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hand and sighs.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think that as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad?
What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey, dude.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I, don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed.
Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh.
As much as we all wanted, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Don't let us eat up your time, Alexander. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood.
I spot Joseph chatting with a guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. Whatever they're talking about, I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black?
Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
It's definitely an interesting choice.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode.
Alexander, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye.
How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red.
I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act.
It's okay, man.
Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area?
Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond.
Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle?
I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back.
I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Pity.
Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation.
I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movies. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarsh at your service.
That's such a good name.
Must have changed it.
I mean, maybe. Well, maybe the causal relation went the other way.
Maybe.
Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Where did he keep it? Like behind him in the cloak? That's cool.
Tuxedo mask style. There's always one on hand.
Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy.
My, do you know how to treat a lady?
He's way older than you.
Hello, Amanda.
Seemingly out of nowhere, twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever.
Guys, enough with the creepy twins chick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away.
Where do you think they got that from?
Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine.
I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows?
She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish?
Wasn't he with you?
You had him a moment ago.
He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient.
Mary tips her glass to me.
Ain't my first time to the rodeo. Probably,
Most likely, yeah.
I guess. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little...
Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great.
I'm sure he's fine.
Mary.
Okay, jeez.
Either that, or they're married and just too Christian to get a divorce. Like they've grown apart a long time ago. Anyway, Mary finishes her wine and wanders off.
Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Alexander yet?
Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school.
It's so convenient that everyone we've met is here.
I remember you.
Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite.
Also, technically not everybody. There's been like the one clerk and like there have been a couple nameless people that we had.
I'm just saying.
Neil isn't here. Anyway. Lucian bows.
Whatever, sir.
Lucian bows again.
Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir?
Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian?
Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor.
What, was that a tattoo?
Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know.
That's so cool. Wanna see mine?
Oh my.
What?
Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink.
My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo?
I don't know. I just thought it looked sick.
Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries... weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching.
Oh.
And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties, and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
You probably didn't know this, Alexander, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship.
Nice.
He's ungrillevable.
Hey.
I've tried to get him this level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard we keep talking about this? Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop.
All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
Yeah.
Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. It totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book?
Dad book.
Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes.
Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out.
The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood.
Pretty fun party, don't you think? It does feel like it was out of networking.
Yeah. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I just know it.
You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you?
Now when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking.
Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book.
Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place.
Me too, Dad.
Oh.
Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for the evening?
Actually, yeah, I'm going to go out with some friends.
Oh,
Is that okay?
of course. Just keep me posted. Be home before midnight.
You got it.
And be careful.
I will.
Make good choices.
Of course.
And call me if you need anything.
Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you?
What? No, I've never done that. I will never do that.
Okay, do you have plans tonight?
My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda. But I'll find something to do. I'm gonna...
Throw a party.
Yeah, let's throw a party.
But everyone on dad book.
A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight. You may just have to wait in line.
I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem.
I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great. See you later.
I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Well, I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander to the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again.
Same.
And then my phone. Nothing yet.
Is she on a date?
Hey, she's late is the problem.
That's why she doesn't have her phone in her hand. She's on a date.
Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who is she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why didn't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay.
Sup?
Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Yep.
But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Oh, whoops, because I didn't see those.
She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann.
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now?
Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you?
This is bad.
Yeah.
Probably this one?
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. You're my only daughter.
Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place.
I sit down on the couch with my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again.
Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Amanda closes
Don't
the door.
worry, honey. It never gets better. You can be 24, and when you go home for Thanksgiving break, you can guarantee that your mom will want to know where you are. Your dad will want to know where you are every second. I don't speak from experience. It's fine.
It's not like it's really like the smell, right? Alright, Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go up to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda's peace offering. She realized we haven't done that the whole game.
That's helpful to do.
Yeah. She eventually wanders into the kitchen.
Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again.
Well... One of these two.
So I trust you to make good choices.
I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself.
Team May?
Team May. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs?
You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them?
Already did.
Bless you.
Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan.
Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later.
Wait, one more thing before you go.
What?
What's Dad Book?
It's a social media platform.
Wait,
What?
what's a social media platform?
Dad, I have to go to school.
Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own.
Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet.
Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood.
Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes.
Alright, we got some
Oh
options
god,
here.
let's make an actual, like, social media profile. I avoid doing this on my own.
This one's simple, at least. On a Friday night, you are most likely to.
Fall asleep watching the History Channel seems like most of what we know about this character so far. Sleeping and watching
solid
TV.
one. Yeah, one of these two, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
One thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? This is a quote from earlier. But I kind of like this.
Yeah. Okay.
What are your turn-ons? Pretty much, I think we get bonuses for picking whichever one we're looking for here.
Yeah, I don't... We haven't picked who we're going after.
Probably need to do that soon. Who is this?
I don't know!
Alright, so Craig, Brian, Robert, Joseph. I'm thinking
So...
this is Matt. Wait, no, then Damien isn't here.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know what to pick.
This seems simple.
Okay.
What did you want to be when you grew up? Ooh, President of Space or Pro Skater who's also an astronaut?
Pro Skater is also an astronaut. Sounds great.
What's your favorite movie genre? Laser disc, oh my god. I like this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's your ideal date? There are a lot of these.
Yeah,
Like...
who is that? Someone clearly cares about it. I
Yeah.
don't know. From this, I would pick a 1,000-piece puzzle, but I don't know if it's for a character.
We can just do that.
Okay.
This is really funny. What do you never leave home without? My sick babe.
Something low self-esteem.
I feel like this is...
Yeah, sure. What am I thinking about? Myself, my grill.
Say that this one back on.
Okay, I like coffee.
Because it does seem like we have a bit of a problem there.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. Totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles.
You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting.
Okay. Promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug.
Go get him, Dad.
Welcome.
Okay.
You've got Dad.
So this is the start of the game.
All right.
I'm going to save here because I'm pretty sure we didn't lock out any things up until this point. Do you want to stick around? Because like this is like there are 3 dates for each person.
Oh my
So if we're
God.
going to get to the end of a run, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
We
I've
can
been
just
playing
call it
for
here
like-
if you'd like.
Yeah, we've been playing for like 2 hours and we just got through the beginning. So I
Yeah.
guess we'll call it here and continue this some other time.
All right, cool. Do you have any sort of sign off you'd like to do?
No, thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Gosh, my hair been like that the whole time.
Had a lot of fun. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can check out Our Power podcast on Twitter, or Our Power is out through any podcasting source, because it's a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and I'm the dungeon master for it, and it's pretty fun. So if you're interested in it, check it out.
Nice. I'm NickTheDM. I stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I also have an Extra Life game coming up this weekend at Saturday into Sunday. So swing by sometime during the weekend and see some crazy stuff going on. If you want to see more videos like this, you could follow my YouTube, which is available if you type !YouTube into the chat. A bot will tell you. Otherwise, I hope you all stay well, and I'll be seeing you soon.